And of course, dear, one knows what that usually means, but I hope not actually DTs. Of course, Dr. Riley didn't say anything, but he had a look, if you know what I mean. This Dr. Leidner is an archaeologist and is digging up a mound out in the desert somewhere for some American museum. Well, dear, I will close now. I thought what you told me about little Stubbins was simply killing. Whatever did Matron say? No more now. Yours ever, Amy Leatheran. Enclosing the letter in an envelope, she addressed it to Sister Kershaw, St. Christopher's Hospital, London. As she put the cap on her fountain pen, one of the native boys approached her. "A gentleman come to see you. Dr. Leidner." Nurse Leatheran turned. She saw a man of middle height with slightly stooping shoulders, a brown beard, and gentle, tired eyes. Dr. Leidner saw a woman of 35, of erect, confident bearing. He saw a good-humoured face, with slightly prominent blue eyes and glossy brown hair. She looked, he thought, just what a hospital nurse for a nervous case ought to look. Cheerful, robust, shrewd, and matter-of-fact. Nurse Leatheran, he thought, would do. Introducing Amy Leatheran. I don't pretend to be an author or to know anything about writing. I'm doing this simply because Dr. Riley asked me to, and somehow, when Dr. Riley asks you to do a thing, you don't like to refuse. "Oh, but Doctor," I said, "I'm not literary at all." "Nonsense," he said. "Treat it as case notes, if you like." Well, of course, you can look at it that way. Dr. Riley went on. He said that an unvarnished, plain account of the Tel Yarimja business was badly needed. If one of the interested parties writes it, it won't carry conviction. They'll say it's biased one way or another. And of course that was true, too. I was in it all, and yet an outsider, so to speak. "Why don't you write it yourself, Doctor?" I asked. "I wasn't on the spot. You were. Besides," he added with a sigh, "my daughter won't let me." The way he knuckles under to that chit of a girl of his is downright disgraceful. I had half a mind to say so when I saw that his eyes were twinkling. That's the worst of Dr. Riley. You never knew whether he was joking or not. He always said things in the same slow, melancholy way, but half the time there was a twinkle underneath it. "Well," I said doubtfully, "I suppose I could." "Of course you could. Only I don't quite know how to set about it." "There's a good precedent for that. Begin at the beginning, go on to the end, and then leave off." "I don't even know quite where and what the beginning was," I said doubtfully. "Believe me, nurse, the difficulty of beginning will be nothing to the difficulty of knowing how to stop. At least that's the way it is with me when I have to make a speech. Someone's got to catch hold of my coattails and pull me down by main force." "Oh, you're joking, Doctor." "It's profoundly serious I am. Now, what about it?" Another thing was worrying me. After hesitating a moment or two, I said, "You know, Doctor, I'm afraid I might tend to be, well, a little personal sometimes." "God bless my soul, woman. The more personal you are, the better. This is a story of human beings, not dummies. Be personal, be prejudiced, be catty, be anything you please. Write the thing your own way. We can always prune out the bits that are libelous afterwards. You go ahead. You're a sensible woman, and you'll give a sensible common-sense account of the business." So, that was that, and I promised to do my best. And here I am, beginning. But as I said to the doctor, it's difficult to know just where to start. I suppose I ought to say a word or two about myself. I'm 32, and my name is Amy Leatheran. I took my training at St. Christopher's and after that did 2 years maternity. I did a certain amount of private work, and I was for 4 years at Miss Bendix's nursing home in Devonshire Place. I came out to Iraq with a Mrs. Kelsey. I'd attended her when her baby was born. She was coming out to Baghdad with her husband and had already got a children's nurse booked, who had been for some years with friends of hers out there. Their children were coming home and going to school, and the nurse had agreed to go to Mrs. Kelsey when they left. Mrs. Kelsey was delicate and nervous about the journey out with so young a child, so